So today we're going to review how to evaluate expressions using our practice test. So look, let's go over them one at a time. Number 17, 4 squared plus a negative 2 to the cubed power, or power 3. What must we do first? Go ahead. Parentheses. And what do you see? Negative 2 cubed. What does that mean? What is being cubed? The 2 or the negative 2? Thank you. It is the negative 2. How many negative 2's do I write, Ethan? 3. Negative 2, negative 2, negative 2. What do we do with these 3 negative 2's? We multiply them. Negative 2 times negative 2? Oops. Hold on. Negative 2 times a negative 2. We have to remember. Okay. Positive 4. Good. Times a negative 2. Good. A positive times a negative is going to give us a negative answer. 4 times 2 is 8. Now let's go over here to these exponents. 4 squared. Hopefully all of us are saying 16. Thank you. 16. And then 16 minus 8, class? 8. Any questions on number 17? All right. Here we go. Let's go to number 18, please. Number 18 said this. Oops, not that. Plus 2 minus 10 times 4. Okay. PEMDAS, what comes first? Do we have any? Why, yes, we do. Okay. 2 minus 10, be careful. Negative 8. Bring everything else down. That looks funny. Okay. And now what comes next? Good. We have to multiply this. Okay. So negative 3 times 2. Careful. If you have to, always draw this pyramid guy, okay? A negative 6, everything else falls down, plus negative 8 times 4. Now what do we do? Negative 8 times 4 is equal to what? What? Negative 32, thank you. And what is negative 6 plus negative 32? Be careful. We're adding integers. What's the rule with adding? When we add, we remember same or different. What are they? They're same. They're both negative. What do we do with same? Same sign. We take the sum and the sign. Thank you. So 6 plus 32, 38, and the sign. The answer was negative 38. Questions on 18? All right, let's go to 19. 19 was a trickier one because you ended up with a mixed number as an answer. 6 times 50 divided by the quantity 4 squared, and that's why we're doing it together. Okay, so now we're all going to get this done. What comes first? What do we do first? Parentheses. Inside the parentheses, what are we going to do first? Careful. I see an exponent. 4 squared is 16. Okay, now what? Division. 26 divided by 2, go. 13. 16 minus 13, excuse me. 3. Now we cannot forget about this guy. He goes with whatever we got inside the parentheses. What do we have inside the parentheses? Okay, so the 3 gets squared. Now I can bring everything else down in the exact same order that it is. Okay, and then 3 squared is? What comes first? Multiplication and division from left to right. So 6 times 50. 300 divided by 9. Okay? That's where some of us may have got confused because we were like, well, what do I do? It doesn't come out right. That's okay. It doesn't have to come out even. What did you get when you divided? Yep, 33 point, and then it just kept repeating. If we put that as a mixed number, though, what was your remainder? 3 over 9 equals 1/3. So your answer was 33 and 1/3. Make sense? Okay, so now everybody has number 19 on your paper, right? Here we go. Number 20. 4c squared minus 12c plus 5. And it says that c is equal to negative 3. Everywhere we see a c? Uh-oh, everywhere we see a c? Negative 3. I see a c right here. What is being squared? The negative 3. What's negative 3 squared? Here's what I told my other class. When we're substituting, it's best to put parentheses everywhere you're substituting, especially when we're dealing with integers. Okay? Rule of thumb is to put parentheses wherever you're substituting so that you can see that this exponent, this little 2 guy, is with the negative 3. Okay? So now we see that negative 3 squared is equal to 9. And what is happening between 4 and 9? Multiplication. Okay? You gotta come back. You might have to come back up here. That's what's happening. So I can just write the multiplication, write everything else down, and here we go. Next up, multiply and divide from left to right. There's 36. 12 times a negative 3. Drop down this side. What's 12 times negative 3? Negative 36. Thank you. And plus 5 at the end. We're subtracting. What do we remember? What do we remember? Keep, change, flip. Keep 36, change to addition, and flip to its opposite. So 36 plus 36 is 72 plus 5. The answer was 77. Questions on 20. All right, 21. 14s minus 8 times the quantity t plus 2 squared. S is equal to 4, t is equal to 3. Okay. First we have to do our substitution, realizing that here is multiplication in between here. So 14 times 4. Again, I'm going to put parentheses there. T is just a regular 3, so necessarily I don't really need parentheses necessarily in this case, but you could still do that. It's fine. Two squared. I don't hear you. What's 2 squared?
4.
Plus 3. What's happening here? Multiplication. Good. Done with our parentheses. Let's do multiplication and division from left to right. 14 times 4. There you go. And 8 times 7. And our answer. That equals a 0. 22. 9q cubed plus 6r minus 3. Q is equal to a negative 1, and r is equal to a 7. Okay. Substituting in, we have 9, negative 1 cubed plus 6, 7 minus 3. Realizing that multiplication is happening here and here, what do we do first? Parentheses. What's negative 1 cubed?
1.
Careful. 3 negative 1s. While multiplying them together. Negative what? Negative 1. Okay? And then we'll copy everything else down. Multiplication and division from left to right. 9 times negative 1. Negative 9, thank you. And 6 times 7. The addition sign falls down. 42, thank you. Here we go. Are you ready? What's negative 9 plus 42? 30 what? Hey, it was close.
51.
Same or different? So we take the difference. 42 minus 9, boys and girls. 33 minus 3. The answer was 30. Why did it stay positive? Because 42 is positive. Okay? That's the bigger value. Number 23. 7h minus h if h is equal to 10. Hopefully we didn't have any problems with this. What'd you get?
60.
60 was the correct answer. 7 times 10 is 70. Minus 10 is 60. That one was easy peasy.
Yep.
That was easy.
All right. 24. That wasn't. 24 is the one that I might want to talk about a little bit here. Okay, looked like this. N, it told you, was negative 3, and it told you m was equal to 9. First thing you need to do is just substitute first, okay? Before you do anything else, just substitute. So I see an n, I'm going to put a negative 3. M, I'm going to put a 9. Oops. Okay. What do we have in the numerator? Negative 3 minus 9. What is that? Good, it's going to be negative, but negative what? You owe somebody $3 and then you owe them 9 more. Thank you. Okay, so you owe them $12 now. A negative 12. And what do we have to do with subtraction of integers? Thank you, keep, change, flip. So we're going to keep, change, flip this. Keep, change to add, flip to its opposite. 9 plus a positive 3. 12. And what is negative 12 divided by 12?
1.
Be careful. Integers, boys and girls.
Negative 1.
You should have gotten negative 1.
Oh, I got 1.
You have to be extremely careful with those integers, especially for this test. Okay? There are 4 more problems. We're going to go ahead and go over them, but our time is up for the recording. So, say bye.
Bye. Bye.